Alright, welcome to the Jay and Cody Show. This is Jay and Cody. Welcome to the show, to the Jay and Cody Show. This is your host. Sitting here with Cody, which is, you're like, hey, that's 3 shows in a row. Awesome. Gabe, producer, is here. So, guys, we got there's all sorts of crazy shit to talk about for one. We've had like a really, really busy week, and we haven't done any shows this entire week, so that also kind of backlogs everything that we got to talk about. Going from earlier in the week, and I guess kind of from last week. I don't know. It's kind of like one of the things that we should talk about, even though I'm not very educated on it, and I don't think Gabe is either, to help. But the big story going on right now is, sports-wise, aside from Devin Booker, is the fact that like everybody's bracket looks like shit this year.
Yeah.
Because like an anomaly of good teams have lost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like Villanova was one of the biggest ones. Like, what the fuck? They lost before the Sweet 16, I think?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember.
KU lost last night.
I expected that, to be honest.
I didn't. I mean, I thought it was going to be a good game with Oregon. I didn't think they were going to lose.
Really?
Yeah, no, I really thought that they were going to go farther than that.
Here's my question. Because you follow it, I guess. Do you know anyone else that follows the whole March Madness thing?
Mm-hmm.
Those people and you, do you guys watch basketball outside of that, like college basketball?
Not really.
So then how come everyone becomes like, I don't know, like, here's my thing. I don't know a lot of people that when playoffs start, they become like NFL experts.
Mm-hmm.
But March Madness, I see that a lot. Like, as soon as that starts, like, everyone knows college basketball. It's like, how are you an expert at college basketball if you don't watch it or know about it outside of March Madness?
I'm by no means an expert.
But you know what I'm saying, though, don't you?
Yeah.
Like, you're like, oh my God, it's a big upset. Because no one thought it would happen. Well, does anyone really know? I mean, college sports is big, but if a majority of the people probably don't watch it that often, then is it really a big upset?
Yeah, but you can also read stuff.
I mean,
if you see stuff on
like,
Facebook about a team or something.
On Facebook.
Yeah.
No, Matt Money Smith, who's like a sports analyst, he said like his bracket is pretty accurate this year.
Really?
Yeah, he says it's been pretty typical for like, if you follow college sports,
yeah,
you would know that like certain teams, like Nova, I guess, wasn't that good this year.
I do it a lot more just because I like the bracket aspect of it. I think it's fun.
Right, but I'm not. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like what, like, isn't it only like an anomaly of a year because people are wrong? Like the majority of people aren't educated about it. That's why it's.
Oh, I got you.
It's not because these teams really haven't performed up to how they should have been. It's because people don't know. Like, isn't it basically? That's kind of what I'm taking. Like,
kind of. I guess.
You know, like, you get what I'm saying though?
Yeah, kind of.
Because like basically, it's like, if people are like at the end of this year, people did that with football, and they're like, "Oh my God, no one expected the Browns to not make it to the playoffs," and all of us that follow football are like, "Yeah, no, we're not gonna make it to."
I get you.
That's what I'm. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I see.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't watch any basketball. None.
I like professional.
I don't find it interesting, I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you been watching the Thunder this year? At all? Oh, that's the thing. You can't say don't find it interesting
never really
or fun if you haven't been watching.
I used to, like my parents would watch it and stuff, but I never really gained interest in it.
But how much do you have to watch before you develop Stockholm syndrome? And they're like, oh, hey, I suddenly like this now. Like, if you watch enough basketball, you eventually learn, like, this isn't for me. That's why I don't watch hockey. I've given hockey a fair go. It's not for me. I don't like watching it.
I get that, but like Westbrook is averaging a triple-double every game this year. That's insane. Just watching a human be that athletic is.
Yeah.
I mean, well, my point, I guess, to that is like you watch the Chiefs, right?
Not
But
every
basketball
game,
isn't
though.
exciting enough.
Not every game. I mean, I'll watch any football game. Doesn't matter who's playing. I'll watch it. But I mean, I don't get a chance to watch every single game. I don't get to watch one like every week.
I'll tell you
But
what.
I'm busy. But
What ruins basketball is all the fouls.
Mm-hmm.
It really slows down the game.
Especially
maybe that's
in the
what it
last
is.
2
Maybe
minutes.
that's why.
That's like baseball.
I
I
don't
get why
find-
people don't like baseball, or even Cody with hockey.
Yeah.
Like, apparently, like obviously, Cody doesn't have any guy friends that he hangs out with, and that's why he doesn't like hockey. Hockey is one of the greatest guy hangout sports to watch. It's
I like watching hockey.
It's great.
I
Yeah,
love it.
especially a bunch of guys hanging out,
But that might have been
drinking, like
because
cheering on. Yeah,
my dad kind of got me into it when I was like 2.
yeah, hockey's
but-
great.
So I've kind of been in there my whole life.
It's a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yes.
And especially, like, some of the best sports moments I've ever had were watching, like, these hockey games, playoff games that would go on forever.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, oh my god. To think that these guys, like, some of these guys are making less money than my parents, and they're professional athletes, putting it all out there. It's amazing. I don't know. You watch, like, prima donnas playing baseball that, like, just stand there itching their asshole for an hour and a half, and they just made $30 million. Like, oh, yeah, that's cool. I'm enjoying that.
He had an itch. He missed a wipe or something.
Yeah, but why was his fist all the way up there? That's the question.
I must have missed that one.
And he was signing goodie bags for his women to take with him. You don't get that at all, do you?
No.
The whole Derek Jeter thing?
Oh.
Yeah.
No, it did not hit me right away.
Wow.
No, but let's
Anyway.
talk about Booker though. Because
Devin Booker?
yes, sir.
But you guys didn't watch the game, did you?
No, I did not.
Because you don't watch basketball.
Nope.
That was it was amazing.
I've been seeing all this stuff about him. He's a point guard, right? And he scored 70 points in one game. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
I watched the game.
I would like to see. Well, did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I was just telling the story before we came on air. My buddy told me to find the game and watch it.
you found it though?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it was amazing. The first quarter, he scored like 19, or first half, he scored 19 points. And I don't know, I didn't look into it. I was like, well, that's kind of cool. Like, I wasn't really even watching him, to be honest. It was like, what is so good about this game? I was wondering. And then there again, it was like 2 hours after the game ended. So, and I'm not like one of those that has to be on my phone or looking at Facebook or whatever. So, like, I just didn't see that the guy had scored. But then the third quarter, he scored like 23 points. And then I'm like, oh, this is what's going on. And then the fourth quarter, he took every shot from the team.
Jeez.
And he was 24 of 26 from the line.
Wow.
Yeah.
He got fouled a lot.
He did.
Holy
No, he
crap.
only had 4 3-pointers.
Really?
That's the
They were all
amazing thing.
2-pointers?
Yeah.
Was he laying them up or
He was driving a lot, yeah.
really?
And inside bank. Which, I mean, as I was watching it, I was like, the old basketball fans are going to complain. Because they didn't get fouls like they do now. I mean, but they also didn't put their body on their, like, if you were watching this kid, like, every time he was just driving down there and throwing himself up, like, into the defenders. Like, he was hitting the board a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, just throwing his body around. I mean, and the old guys didn't do that as much. They played a slower version. So
Yeah.
when the old guys are like, they don't call as many fouls, well, they didn't, but you also weren't doing, like,
Yeah.
it was slower. So, I get it
Yeah.
to an extent. But either way, it was a remarkable performance. It was great.
That's great. I'm a Florida fan, and so that game was very tense for me. I wasn't happy through most of it because just up until like the last 10 minutes or so, we were behind the entire game. And I don't know, did you ever end up seeing like the game-winning shot
What are you talking about?
for Florida?
Oh, you just jumped.
No, I said Florida.
All right. Well, I mean, you went from the March Madness to Devin Booker, and then back to March Madness. So I was like, what are you? What are
Oh
you?
yeah. Well, okay, fair enough. Sorry, I was just thinking of the scheme of basketball. But did you end up seeing that?
No, I haven't watched any March
Oh
Madness.
Jesus, it was beautiful.
I'm not a college fan at all, really.
Why not? By the way,
I just don't.
because like I've
Like, okay,
I don't care
an
either way.
entire game, they're scoring like 60 to 70 points. No one's really doing anything amazing. Like, for me personally, and the same with like college football as well. I'm like, well, if I want to see the best do it, then I'll just watch the professionals.
yeah.
Like, no one in college is playing anywhere close to like Russell Westbrook. So why am I watching it? Like,
Yeah,
you know,
see,
that's my thing. That's all.
and I get that perspective. I've also heard people say they'd rather watch college football or
Yeah.
college just because they're actually trying. They need to get
They're
somewhere.
going as hard.
Oh,
yeah,
I fucking
20%.
hate that fucking argument so
Why?
bad. You're telling me these professional guys who are already rich, they already have the money. They're not trying for anything. They
No,
don't
they're
want.
trying,
They
yeah.
don't want a ring. They don't
But-
want the
Right.
epitaph.
They're almost.
They don't want the huge bonuses. This and that.
Sometimes,
But the college
sometimes
guys,
I think
these
they
co-
play
wait,
it
hold on,
safe.
hold on. These college guys, they're trying to get to the money. They're playing for all that. Like, they're not playing for just the win or the sport of it. No,
Right.
they want just what the pros want. Just because the pros got the money doesn't mean that's everything. I hate that. I hear that argument all the time. Oh, these guys don't care. Yeah, well, fucking because Fatty on the line there, he's just doing this to get his like his college education. He won't fucking protect the quarterback. Sorry, but many times I hear that argument like the kids in college have more heart. No, they don't.
No, I think. All right, let me put my piece into it.
Maybe
The
we don't want
pros,
your
yeah,
piece.
they care, but I think sometimes they play it a little safe so they don't get hurt.
I think everyone who ever
Yeah.
plays football
But-
plays safe so you don't
but-
get hurt.
But this is where I think that people get the idea that the college people, or they rather watch college because they go harder because they're wanting to get noticed.
So they want to get hurt.
No. But they're going as hard as they can.
I disagree with that too. Because you don't have, I mean, there again, you'll have a few guys, it's the same guys that we've heard about from like the blue chip days, like Whitey McCaffrey, you know, the running back for Stanford. Like, we've been hearing about him the last 3 years or 2 years or however long it's been. Like, he's doing the same thing he's always done. Just like in the professional, you know, you hear about Ezekiel Elliott. You'll always hear about Ezekiel Elliott. Like, they're just living up to, like, how good they are. I mean, some people just have the time. Like, how do I put this? If you've never played, have you ever played football?
Yeah, play football.
Like high school
Yeah, high school.
and then
middle school.
college? Well, okay,
No
I'll just put it this
college.
way. Like, you can only be so good. Like, if you're up against, like, just dudes that are better, like, it doesn't matter how hard you're trying. You're still not going to be that. I mean, there's just,
No, I see what you're saying.
you know,
But
and like-
this is how I look at it. If you get injured so badly in the NFL, who's going to sign you again? If
I
you're
don't
not
know.
going to be able to play, then you're going to lose out on all that money. So that's why I think they try to play it a little safe sometimes.
well, most of
Ask
them are under,
RG3.
most of them
Keeps
are
getting
like under massive
Too
contracts.
many concussions, doesn't realize what's going on.
Well,
But they're like, most of them are under massive contracts, and like, how
Yeah.
bad are you talking about getting hurt? There's not even like Earl Thomas this year took like what went from a career-ending injury to he'll be back at the beginning of the year,
I was
where
gonna
he
say-
broke his shin and his knee. I mean,
it was like Derek Carr.
yeah,
He
yeah,
fucked his leg up. And
he'll be
he's-
back.
Yeah, yeah.
He'll be
You don't
back.
pass up on somebody like that.
No, I mean, if they're good enough, I just don't see like I don't, and they have so much more to play for
Yeah.
because these college kids can't get paid.
Yeah.
What
I
and like what
understand that.
about? Do you guys remember last year all the college players who were throwing the ball out of bounds before they would score? What about
Yeah.
those guys?
Right.
Or the basketball players that would walk off because they weren't getting money?
Yeah.
They were constantly striking, but they were getting fucking free education. and healthcare, and they were getting taken care of. I mean, should they get paid? Sure. I mean, I would sign if there was a bill. Or like, hey Zach, you sign this, and the college players will get a cut of the NCAA money. Like, sure, I'll do it. But until then, like, this is what you signed up for, dick. Like, don't.
Yeah.
You know, I
And it would be stupid not to play as hard because then you put all this time and effort into getting there, and then if you don't play like you're supposed to, you're not going to get signed.
Or you're
I
not
mean, if
gonna-
you suck, nobody's going to sign you.
or they're not going to continue to. You know, you
Right,
might get
yeah.
that 1 year. But my thing, like, is like, yeah, if they just do it for the sport and they love it for the sport, then why the hell are they going on strike all the time? And why are they always like? Because they want to get
some
paid.
money, no matter what they
Yeah,
say.
exactly. Everybody wants to get
some
paid.
money.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I'm not saying that they play it safe all the time, but if they get put in a dangerous situation, of course they're gonna throw the ball down or whatever, out of bounds or whatever the case may be.
Well, yeah,
I mean, that's
If
human nature.
yeah. Well, not just that. You're coached that way.
Yeah.
I mean,
If you're going to get a sack,
you
try to
play,
get
you
out of
played
bounds.
right. Like, how many times would you run? Like, where did you have the ball and you put your head down and smack right into someone else? Your coach would immediately like pull you and be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Drop down!
he never
Don't-
did because
don't
I
put
never
your
stopped
head
moving
down.
my legs.
Don't put your head down."
Because
Never.
what?
I kept going 100% all the time.
Well,
That's
then
how
you
I
had a
was
really
told.
shitty coach. If he never told you to not put your head down like that, you had a shitty coach.
Yeah, because that's what causes concussions.
Yeah, that's-
and
No,
neck
when you
injuries.
lower your shoulder and shit and hit
Lower
them,
your
fucking
shoulder.
drive through them.
Well, yeah, but not your head.
Yeah,
You don't want to spear someone.
Who said I was gonna? I never.
That's
that's
we're
what I
talking
just
about.
said. That's what I just said.
Put your head down, not your
Yeah.
shoulder.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
I know. He said.
I
Exactly.
said, didn't your coach ever tell you not to do that? Just to drop down when you're like surrounded,
Oh,
basically.
then I misunderstood you. No, I didn't.
Like, there's no
I was
chance
like-
you're getting out of
I
this.
was like, I'm
You're
pretty
going
sure your
down.
coach wanted you.
Especially
to
like
die.
after a catch or something.
Yeah.
Either you get laid out or you just kind of fall down.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the coach would always be like, just fall fucking down. You get laid out, you might fumble the ball. That's usually their big concern.
Yeah.
Or you might get hurt. Just like the quarterback. The quarterback tries to do something fancy with it and he gets hit. Fucking coach is all over his ass. Like, what the fuck were you doing? Chuck the ball out. You lost us 5 yards.
Not Russell Wilson.
Idiot. Well, I mean, Russell Wilson's a special guy.
He is. He's a scrambling god.
He's my special guy.
Thought I was your special guy.
No, you've never
It's
been.
on Friday nights for $20.
Right.
So
I feel bad for your $20.
yeah. On a more depressing note, did you guys hear about the Cincy shooting?
Last night?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know much about it though.
There's well,
I mean, I just know 15 people were injured. One was killed. I don't know what the motive was, or
there.
was it white,
From
black,
what I
or
heard,
Muslim?
it was that no, it I don't know who the shooter was, but they said that some guys got into a dispute or whatever, probably a drunken anger or whatever. Now, here's the point that I want to bring up with this.
Is Cincy an open carry state?
It is.
Oh.
And it was funny because I was reading that, and the quote was, despite, the precautions and stuff, several firearms were able to be brought inside the bar. So, like, okay, they have some safety measures, that's cool, but they're not only an open carry, they're an open carry without a license.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Why
So it's
is
like,
people-
what safety measures do you have? It said unless you have like a Class D liquor permit
You can't.
on the
Yeah.
premise. Yeah, it's like, so basically you could carry it inside a bar.
Why are people
It's like-
surprised when this kind of stuff happens?
I don't know. It's like,
I mean,
well,
one of these is going to happen here in Kansas because
Oh, yeah.
I just hope I'm not. I hope it's at a bar or somewhere like that, somewhere where there's not children and stuff.
yeah, right.
That don't deserve that.
But it's like, dude, if you don't want, this wouldn't have happened if you, first of all, probably would have, if you didn't have open carry without a license, there's your safety measures right there for a good start.
Yeah.
And second of all, how shitty is the security? I mean, like, if they,
What do you mean? Wait, what do you? Where
here's
are
the
you
thing,
going with this?
if they actually have safety precautions, like at the door, I would assume,
Like, let me take your gun.
no, to keep people from bringing firearms in.
Oh, so they were supposed to do that.
Yeah, no, they have safety. That's what they said. Despite safety precautions, firearms were allowed to be brought in.
Well, maybe they were. Okay, so are you saying
Somebody
it's
was
illegal?
allowing them to bring them in then. If that's
Or they did a
what
really
it said.
shitty job finding him.
And they could have done that too. I mean, you've been to a nightclub before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're in a line full of tons of people. You're just kind of patting people down. I mean, if they get tooth throw, it's like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Like,
Right.
I mean, usually they have a little wand thing, but
Right.
you know,
And that's what I was gonna
belt
say.
buckles often go off though,
Yeah.
and they'll ignore them. And so I guess like you kept your gun right where your belt buckles.
That's what I do.
I mean, you can blow your dick off if you, you don't put your safety gun.
I keep my
but-
45 tucked right in there.
Right. I didn't think. I would love to see you shoot a gun. Maybe be like the nanciest little.
Nah, I'm a good shot.
It was loud. That hurt my shoulder.
I'm a pretty good shot.
Are you?
I am.
But no, I just don't like. I don't see like was that they weren't supposed to let people in and one snuck in or
Not
did
with
he
guns.
or did he let someone in?
I
Like
don't know. But if you have safety measures, I would assume that they wouldn't want you to bring them in.
maybe.
Maybe it's an inside job.
No, I mean like maybe they can legally have them in there.
No, you can't.
Okay.
That was what I was saying about the
Okay,
Class
okay.
D unless you have the Class D permit.
Well, it's
Then
just
you
kind of
can't.
weird how you stated that. Despite safety measures,
It did come off kind of weird.
firearms were allowed
Yeah.
to be brought in.
Not firearms were snuck in or
Yeah.
yeah, like
I think they're saying
that's
the
what
same
threw
thing.
me off.
I think they're pretty much saying the same thing. Like they mean it the same way. It's just a different way to phrase it.
I feel like they're kind of blaming some guy who's getting paid minimum wage.
Probably, yeah.
And listen, I wouldn't
that's
even.
the other way.
Yeah.
It almost makes it sound like they're blaming the security.
Yeah.
Which
Which
it
you
is
should
his
really.
fault.
You should blame the law.
So maybe
Yeah.
it is. I don't know. What was their way?
I don't blame that guy
target?
though. Like,
No.
listen, if I was in, plus there's multiple people that are security that work at a nightclub or whatever. Dude, if someone starts pulling out a gun, I'm out. I don't care
Right.
what the hell. I don't care if my shirt says FBI on it. I'm fucking running the other way. Like, fuck that shit.
Right.
I mean,
What do you expect for minimum wage?
especially yeah, and without a gun yourself.
Oh,
or
yeah,
whatever. Like,
right.
who's gonna do anything?
Let me throw my badge at him.
Right? Excuse me, sir. Sir.
You see this badge here? Get away!
Ow, fuck! Excuse me, sir.
There's no reason to be so hostile.
Don't shoot me again, please.
But they said that there's no indication that it's like terrorism related.
Just a fight.
No target in general. Although they said that there was a dispute. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you shoot 16 people. Whatever. Just because you're mad at one guy.
Well, it's so close in, like like,
Right, yeah.
and I bet. Here's the thing, they're probably younger guys. I bet, because younger guys don't know how to fight anymore. I don't know why. Everyone's so afraid of being hurt. You've been to a fight,
Yeah.
you learn about yourself, and you learn you don't want to be into a fight. But
Yeah.
even if you win, it sucks. You walk away.
You're still kind of hurting.
Yeah, your hands hurt. You usually got a headache. You got to deal with more garbage after that. This generation, man, they just go to guns. It's like, I'm not going to get involved in a fight. I'm just going to shoot you. It's annoying. And I'm not
Yes,
saying
it
this
is.
it's been a long time coming. I'm not blaming the newer, but I remember being at a bar and it'd be a good old fight that would break out. It was fun. I mean,
Well, it's
If you were
guns are
in
so
it.
much easily accessible now that you can go almost anywhere and just get one. It seems like these days.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, especially here in Kansas. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
there's hardly any. The background check for a lot of weapons. You could just stand there and wait.
I think you can even pay to get it quicker too.
Yeah, you can.
No, but okay. And so another big story that happened earlier this week was what happened at Parliament on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And there again, they don't allow guns, and people are like, "See, things can still happen if you don't have a gun." Yeah, but only 4 people died, or 3 people. So it wasn't that many people that died. The guy took a car and drove down a sidewalk.
Right.
I mean, there's not a
Sounds
lot.
like some Grand Theft Auto kind of shit.
Exactly. And it's like, okay, listen,
My guns will save me.
If he had a gun, he would have probably done that same thing and then start opening fire on
Right,
people.
yeah.
I mean, he did stab a cop in the head
Damn.
with a knife, and like, oh god, that'd be horrible.
Yeah, because you probably
Good
wouldn't
Lord.
die very quick.
Yeah, because he ran over like a whole bunch of people up into Parliament, got out of his car, and then had a knife and was starting to stab people. Now the problem I see, honestly, is they don't allow cops to have guns. Only special cops can have guns in England, and I think they should let their cops have guns.
Yeah.
Although most of them didn't want them. But, it kind of, or they weren't trained very well. It's another thing. Like, you'd think like a cop should be able to handle a regular guy, like if it's a knife to baton fight,
Yeah.
Who knows if the guy who knows if even what happened, like the cop may not even have an opportunity. He might have been like helping somebody and the guy came from behind and just stabbed him in the head,
Right.
Like, I doubt it like broke out into like Mortal Kombat style, like,
My
cop versus weird Muslim guy,
my buddy who lives in England, he I think he may actually live in London, but he on Facebook, whenever some tragedy happens, there's always like some special filter for your profile picture, and so he had a British flag on there. I was like, oh, he's from Britain. That's pretty cool. So I wasn't thinking about it, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I wish I had a cool little British flag. He's like, well, it's because of all the people that got. I was like, oh. I was like, well, maybe I could have said that at a better time. Completely forgot about it. I just read it like 2 hours earlier.
Wow.
Like, my bad.
What I heard is knives are pretty dangerous when they're within like 20 feet.
Oh yeah. If the cop doesn't have his gun drawn.
Yeah. If
can
the
cover
cop doesn't have his
distance.
gun drawn and everything, knives are more dangerous than a gun within 20 feet.
I don't know, maybe.
No, definitely. Because you still got, especially if you don't have yours drawn. But like they're
Because you
they've done
gotta pull it out.
they've done different. Like,
Yeah, but
I mean, I'm sure there's different training.
There we go. Like
exercises
I
now.
was about to say, like on a properly trained officer, I don't
They've
think
done
they
it.
would go for their gun. They would go to disarm the guy first,
no, they
and they
Oh,
they
wow.
have
They've done
training
this.
in that.
I mean, I don't know how the training goes for that, but
I mean, they've done training exercises to show, like, if you're pulling your gun out and he's bum rushing you with a knife, you're gonna lose 9 times out of 10.
Right. That's why they don't. That's what I'm saying. They're properly trained.
Oh,
They don't go for the gun.
Oh.
They go to disarm the guy.
Gotcha.
yeah, that would make more sense.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's why I was like, I don't know if I would buy that. I mean, I guess if you in there again, most cops I feel like are just dependent on their gun. That's what they would do is go for their gun instead of actually just trying to disarm the guy. There again, with this guy, who knows what happened though? I mean, any sort of situation, you can't say like, "Oh, I would have done it different." Like you're Italian or something. Like, if I was there, let me tell you, it'd be different. No, but you can't. Again, the guy could have been snuck up from behind. He had no clue. Like,
Go dishonored on him.
Yeah.
He's probably just enjoying some fish and chips, and bam.
You know what annoyed me about the whole thing though?
I got a knife from my hand.
They fucking won't say Muslim terrorists. That annoys the shit out of me. Can we just not just say, like, listen, Muslim, I'm getting sick of them, to be honest. I really am. Like, I'm sick of the whole lot of them. And it's only because, like, stand up for your, like, do something against your own people. Come on.
Right.
In the and I think I went into this last show, too. In the 80s, the fucking Irish were assholes. The 70s and 80s, because of car bombings and blah, blah, blah. A lot of the terrorist activities that the Irish were involved in. And you know what? The Irish people were like, cut that fucking shit out, or we'll exile you.
Right.
But that's not the way Muslims are handling us now. And you know why? Because it's fucking religion.
Yeah.
Because, well, technically, fuck your stupid religion. Fuck anyone's stupid religion. Like, I'm getting so sick of that idea that, like, for some reason, that's still this thing that we have to, like, be so careful about, is insulting people's religion. If your religion literally involves killing people or hurting people, then fuck off. I don't care. Like, shove your religion up your asshole and slit your wrist. I mean, I just don't have that. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, why should we have to be so careful? I posted something on Twitter, I think, I was talking to Anthony Cumia about Muslims, and he said Muslims, and I said, "Oh, don't you mean
Ideologically impaired.
Yeah. I took a lot of shit about that.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
a lot of people complain. Like, oh, that's not sensitive. Blah blah. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's the problem with this world these days. People are too damn sensitive.
Wait, that's not sensitive? But
Well,
these are the same people that'll say you need to call them African American, not black.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I was saying like their ideas.
Right.
I mean, it was a joke, but there again, people just kill they've just continued to kill people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But that's the thing that irritates me is that's not new Islam. That's old Islam.
It's right, and it's been going on for forever now.
Right. But the new teachings doesn't teach that you need to kill.
No, they don't. But my anger comes from the fact that the new Islams are not handling the old.
Yeah,
You know,
I agree. I mean, if Christians went back to the Crusade-esque
exactly
type thing, I'd expect other Christians to be like, "Hey, guys, that's maybe not."
And it's not even like you have
It was
to go.
the Dark Ages for a reason.
All they have to do is all the Muslims who are against us just stand up against them,
Right.
and just say like, these are not real Muslims. These are
Yeah.
fucking asshole Muslims.
Right.
They should go suck a dick, and it would start to at least cause that train to move.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. It's ridiculous in a manner. We kind of went in pretty serious here.
Yeah.
And there was other good stuff that happened this week. One thing I'll talk about, and I'm happy about, is the events that happened Friday.
Yeah.
Who was not excited about Friday? I mean, all day Friday. I think if you weren't paying attention to this, you're uninformed.
Are you talking about the GOP thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you're watching it all day, like, okay, when's the vote gonna come through? Blah blah blah. And you're seeing Donald Trump's tweets. You know, Obamacare is gonna collapse on itself. Blah blah blah. This is your chance, people. Vote. Blah blah blah. And before we even get to the vote at 4 p.m., the GOP pull their bill, and you know what? They literally are the one who they're the guy that is fucking their chick, and they're fucking their chick, and they're like, "I'm gonna shoot my load on your face," and they get up there and just flop on their own hands. Like, that's who they are. As we now have Obamacare for another year because they couldn't come with anything better. In fucking 4 years of bashing Obamacare and the whole idea, and we got something better. We got something better.
They don't got something better.
No, it was nothing but a tax cut for the super rich, and that's all that was. I mean, and people recognize it. I'm proud of our statesmen. I'm proud of being an American for that fact that people have said, no, fuck you.
Yeah. Well, you saw his tweet about Obamacare will explode and we will all get together and piece together a great healthcare plan for the people, capital letters. Do not worry. Really? Because this was supposed to be done end of February. This great thing
supposed to be done. I mean, the first thing he said in September? No, even before that. Last year sometime, he was talking about how, you know, as soon as he's elected, he's repealing Obamacare because it's horrible and it needs to stop. It's destroying America. Blah blah blah. And multiple times he would say like he's gonna make this happen now, and he's gonna make he did.
And his approval rating.
And the reason why though is because Obamacare is a good thing.
Right. His
Like,
approval rating is now at 32%.
Good God.
Yeah.
There's nobody.
That's like damn near just a quarter of America. Just a little over a quarter of America that actually likes him.
But that's what's bullshit. There was
That's
like
sad.
50% voted for him.
Yeah, I know.
You idiots.
And now they're-
I'm sorry.
But here's the, can you really call them idiots anymore? Because I feel like now they're kind of, I mean, they were obviously
They're
dumb.
realizing.
They were dumb for voting for him, sure, but now they're kind of like realizing.
They're still idiots. They're idiots because they voted for him. They're idiots because they didn't. Listen, you know why? Because they're the fucking ass bags that only watch March Madness. They're the ones who only, pay attention to something when it's big, and they don't pay attention the entire time. Which, there again, if you're not like myself, if you don't watch college sports, don't watch March Madness, or don't have an opinion on the bracket. If you don't pay attention to politics, don't fucking vote.
What do you
That's my
think?
thing.
What do you think the percent of people that watch March Madness watch the season before?
Probably the same percent.
I don't know, probably.
You think the same percent?
Yeah, I do.
I bet there's a lot of people that watch March Madness and don't watch like the rest of it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, no,
That's
sweet
what we're
Jesus,
saying.
that's what I've been
That's
what
what
I've
we're
been
saying.
saying, yeah. And that's what was locking it in with the election. As you trampled
maybe
over
I was
it.
over there.
No, you
No,
were
you were
the whole
right.
time.
Wow.
Bad. Anyway.
Yeah, and my point is, you're not informed and you don't care about politics, don't vote.
Agreed.
You have to now, I think.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you remember after Obama won, everyone was political there for a while.
Yep.
You know? But no, I think it's great that as much shit as I'll talk often about America, and I don't mean against America, I think we can do better. That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
But I was very proud to be an American on Friday.
Yep.
And very proud of our statesmen, who so often I believe they only do things because of the R behind it, but they didn't this time.
Yeah. Which, by the way, is pretty bad that it takes a president so shitty that after all these years of people just voting and acting on the R, they're
You're
like,
right.
hey,
You're right.
so maybe we shouldn't do this anymore.
No, you're 100%
Like,
right.
maybe we should actually look past the R.
Did you see his thing too afterwards?
Uh-uh.
He wants he thinks Paul Ryan should resign from his position because he couldn't get the votes that he promised.
Maybe you should just come up with a better plan, buddy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Trump, but you can't just fire your problems away. It
No,
doesn't
I
work
know.
that way in the real world.
Right.
People got tenure, motherfucker. You know?
Yeah.
Not that I like Paul Ryan. I fucking hate Paul Ryan's face. Looks like it's running away from his brain because
I
he's
know.
scared of his ideas. Look at the droopy motherfucker.
I know.
He used to be somewhat attractive too. It's like, what happened to you? It looks like ISIS put little bombs behind his ears, so his whole jaw would just drop out. Just saying,
Yeah.
I mean, he's no Mitch McConnell, but I mean, he's
Hey, Mitch McConnell's an attractive man.
Mitch McConnell's like his neck threw up on his face. Anyway, I think we're gonna take a break. Where are we on time, buddy?
You're at 30.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we're gonna take a break. You guys probably won't notice a thing. We'll be back
You
in a
still
second.
bring it up.
Yeah, welcome back. We are starting with part 2 or whatever after our break goes.
Second
Episode
half.
30 something. I don't know.
39.
Yeah.
I don't know. They get all
Something like that.
They get all mixed up after a while. Well, especially with this big hard drive issue we've had.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why we haven't been releasing anything for a while. Like, we've just been putting a lot of shit in the can.
So to speak.
Yeah.
So if anybody can get hold of some hard drives,
Just send them to
preferably
us.
SSDs,
Yeah.
solid state drives.
We'll be fine.
Yeah,
Then you'll get our
much
show more.
appreciation.
Yeah.
Hey, so have you guys heard that Australia is about to get fucked up?
Well, I mean, it's Australia.
I
so-
mean by like a hurricane though?
Oh, no.
Really?
Yeah, no, they're about to get like wrecked.
Ooh.
Like
Like-
Queensland.
Like today?
Oh, the kangaroos will hold it
Tuesday.
down.
Tuesday. They said people are supposed to be seeking shelter about 10 a.m. on Monday, but they said Tuesday is when it's supposed to
How many
hit.
people do you think are actually going to do it?
Not many, I'm sure.
You know what, though? They
Fucking
probably will.
Australia.
They
I wonder
how many
probably will.
tropical
They'll
storms they
probably...
have down there.
They'll probably handle their shit. They're not like a bunch of Floridians that'll
Right.
just be like, fuck it, we can handle this.
Yeah.
But like, if you didn't know, Queensland is right up there in the top right.
I mean, I had an idea because that's where
Oh,
the
wow.
British came in.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know. Most people wouldn't use that as a reference point, but
Well, I mean, that's what started.
right,
You know.
yeah. But for those of you who don't know, if you at least know what Australia looks like, it's in the top right.
I love, Jim Jeffries, and so I was curious how he got there.
Right. But they're saying that it's supposedly going to be the worst cyclone, which there's cyclones down there. But
I like that. It's better than hurricane.
I know they're the worst cyclones.
Cyclones and hurricanes. It sounds like sports teams.
Right.
Or a really shitty morning show.
Since Yazzie, I'm gonna guess, hit as a Category 5 in 2011. It's the worst one they've had since then. This one's supposed to be a Category 4 when it makes landfall.
I don't even remember the 2011 being a big deal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I remember it. Vaguely. I mean, I
I don't even remember.
I wasn't like super in tune with it, but I remember it being a thing.
I remember the tsunami that hit in 2000 something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. That's the
Yeah.
only thing that's coming to mind.
Yeah, that's about all I'm thinking of too.
Hey, do you know how
It
much
killed like a fuck ton of people, but yeah,
Wait, which one?
the tsunami.
The one that went through like the Philippines and
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Do you know how to convert like a kilometer to miles per hour?
Well, typically, I just take like my dick size.
Almost double it.
No, I have no clue. At
Okay, because
all.
this one's supposed to hit at 250 kilometers per hour.
They're like 125 miles per hour.
No.
No, I'm sure it's more than
I think
that. A
it's-
cyclone.
I don't know. I honestly don't
Let's
know.
find
So I was
out.
just saying about my
Because
car.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
Like
my
my-
car, because
that
I'm going
dial.
like
Yeah, yeah.
70, almost 80. You know, going down the interstate, and
And the kilometers is usually
And-
like 100 and...
I can switch
10 or
mine
120.
over. I can switch
Oh, you
mine
can?
over. Yeah,
Let's just go try
on
to...
my dash.
Let's just go get in your
so
car.
we'll go take a drive right
And
now.
we'll
Oh
just
yeah,
try to
it's
see
about 155.
Holy shit.
But yeah, it says I'm going almost like 200 kilometers an hour and shit. Yeah, it's fucking cool.
Yeah, see, we have faster tornadoes around this area.
Right. Yeah, that's actually a good point. We really do.
Yeah, fuck you're stupid. You guys are losers.
Yeah, but they have.
You
all
watch,
the
I'll see
like
what the
fucking 50
conversion
people are
is.
gonna die.
I know.
Someone's gonna grab like this little bit of audio off the internet
Fuck
from
you,
me.
losers.
There's got a bunch of faggots that can't handle it. Not only does he hate gay people, but he hates Australians.
I hate their wildlife. I mean,
Yeah,
wildlife's,
I fucking hate
the
them.
wildlife's cool.
All right,
but-
I got the answer, guys. So, 1 mile per hour. 1 mile per hour.
We just established this game.
Did you look it up?
Yes, I said it's about 155.
No, I understand that. I'm trying to figure
The
out
conversion
1,
rate.
2. Yeah, the actual
Okay,
conversion rate.
1 mile per hour
All right,
is-
shut the fuck up. So 1 mile per hour is equal to 1.609 kilometers per hour.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
That's not as
It's
much
almost
as
like 2/3, like 1 2/3 more.
It's really not that much.
Yeah, I thought it'd be
it's
more.
not that bad. I thought it was a little bit more too. I thought it was almost double.
Like 2 or 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have went with 3
Yeah.
to be safe.
Huh.
3.
Well, because isn't a I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Oh, you're lost.
Yeah, no,
So-
I was there like
Most people
kilometer, how many miles, whatever. I don't know. But then I was thinking, oh, maybe I'm thinking of meters. I don't.
I don't know.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
lose
no,
me.
I know you that you figured that shit out.
Why the
I
fuck
just
we
wanna know
aren't
that.
on the metric system? I don't know. I wish we were.
I wish we were too.
I'm kind of glad we're not.
Because like when
We're
I
the
go
only
to work,
country that's not.
when I go to work, everything is in metric.
Really?
Everything. Yeah, we don't have a American tape measure.
No,
Nothing.
no, like because almost everything, like it's just one of those things. Like with America, like we're so badass that we're like, no, we're doing shit this
No,
way.
we're gonna use like feet and shit like that.
How long? How big's a feet? Well, it's about this long.
It's like an inch longer
As you
than my foot.
point to your foot, yeah. Well, 3 of them make a yard, and you need 10 yards to make a first down. So it just kind of works.
Yeah, so we just incorporated.
So 30 feet is 10. I don't get it.
Yeah, none of our
Math,
shit
bro.
makes sense.
Welcome to America.
No, nothing makes sense, but yeah, you know.
It was all based on football.
Right.
That's what it was.
They're like, well, like, how many steps do you think it would be to be hard to get a first down? About 30. Okay, all right.
It's kind of like football. Everywhere else, football is what we call soccer. But yeah, we want to be different.
Which actually
so we
makes a
call it
lot more
football.
sense to call soccer football.
Yeah,
it does.
It does.
I mean, I don't know what you'd call football. I mean,
Pigskin.
concussion ball.
Concussion ball.
Mid-30s suicide ball.
Submitting black people for our entertainment.
I'm gonna shoot myself in the chest later.
Gonna fall out the back of a truck.
I'm gonna kill my sister's
Man,
boyfriend.
America's so fucked
Beat
up.
my girlfriend in the elevator.
I'm gonna whip my boy's dick with a stick.
Allegedly molest 2 women. It could go on for days.
Yeah.
You know, you really stop to think about it.
So
It's
the
like,
point
damn,
is, we
NFL
are
players are shitty people.
extremely unique.
A good chunk of them. Good chunk of them. I'm gonna punch my pregnant girlfriend in the stomach. Tyreek Hill, the Chiefs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's your man.
Fucked up.
I love that guy.
That's my kind of guy.
He's gonna do it for the Chiefs this year.
It's America, so, you know, it's alright.
He's also gonna do it for all pro-choicers too.
So, do you remember? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
Do you remember that really shitty show, John and Kate Plus 8?
I mean,
I know what you're talking
It was
about.
on like.
Here's the thing. You say shitty.
It
It was a great show.
was it?
No. I don't know.
It was on like I don't know. It was probably on No, not TMZ. I don't know. It was on one of those reality TV shows. Channels.
TLC.
TLC. Yeah.
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 Which, by the way, I fucking hate that it's a reality channel. Do you remember when TLC first came out?
Is TLC still that?
TLC had like all these like it would have like it was lessons of shit. It was the learning channel.
Yeah.
That's what it
Yeah,
stands
that's
for.
what
Ah.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then someone's like, hey, if we just record people fucking a cheesecake
I'd
in
watch
real
it.
life, people will watch it.
Well, hey, you know what? It is still the learning channel because you can learn from real life
Oh.
experiences.
Oh my god.
No, but the
It's kind of like MTV.
okay, so I gotta show you the picture of this guy because John Gosselin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They had like the 8 kids because he couldn't keep it in his
What
pants.
happened? I saw his name all over Twitter.
Yeah, well, he's gonna become a stripper. Now,
Uh,
now wait. This is why I
I'm gonna
think
hire
it's
him
pretty
for
funny.
you.
Because
this is why Cody's excited because I've always had a thing for him.
This-
Now he's getting nude.
this guy has on like every article I read about it, just kind of get some different opinions. They're like, oh well, he's always been known for his looks. I'm like, okay, come on.
I mean, and his big dick.
This guy's known for his looks.
Although he is
What the
Asian,
fuck?
isn't he?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
I mean, like Jesus Christ.
I mean, yeah. He kind of
Are
looks
you
like
serious?
he kind of looks like Kim Yao. You fucked. What's his name? Fuck, I ruined my joke, but the little basketball. Lynn,
That was actually
Jeremy
kinda
Lin.
funny.
Jeremy
Oh,
Lin. Yeah.
Wow, that was kind of painful.
Well, if I would have got the name right.
Yeah, no, it probably would have been funny.
Yao Ming kept coming to mind. I'm like, that's not.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking of that like limpstrous motherfucker. Literally looks like a tree person.
Why is that guy becoming a stripper? He's got like a major dad bod.
He can do it legally though, I bet.
No, he definitely can.
Because he gets nude, right?
Yeah.
And no one's gonna see his dick. It'll hide right under his gut.
It's true.
I mean, Asians with with a gut, that's no penis guy right there.
That's true.
It's almost inverted at that point.
Yeah.
That's how I like him. I like to dig a little bit for him.
Yeah, it's fun, Call it mining for gold.
Right.
With your tongue. So, we break things up into here, and one thing we've been doing pretty regularly now is a little
You weren't
segment
supposed to tell anybody
on-
about that.
Oh, no, not that.
Okay, good.
It's gaming. Like, just a little bit of gaming
Yeah.
information, because I listen to a lot of gaming podcasts, and they suck.
Yeah.
So, all we do is review a game or two, say how much we like it and whatever, or if we don't like it. Gabe, I think I'll start with you.
Are they new games or what other parameters we're working with here?
I would say we should do new games, because, like, most people already know if they like an old game.
Yeah.
Or if you're excited about a new game, something like that,
Okay.
Or a game that's extremely underrated that.
That's a
I think
good
we
one.
should
Yeah,
play.
one that people probably haven't heard of or played before.
Well, so I finally decided to purchase Ghost Recon Wildlands.
For what
And,
system, by the way, did you get it for?
I actually got it on the PC.
The PC?
Yep. So, told myself I wasn't gonna get any more games, but
You also told
this
yourself
one
you
really
wouldn't be
intrigued
sucking
me.
any more dick. But, you know.
well, you got to make money somehow.
You gotta afford the game.
$20 is $20. So.
By the way, I'll hit you back with that other 10.
I know you still haven't fucking got it to me. But yeah, so I purchased this, and for one, the map is fucking massive. I get lost, absolutely lost.
Is it a sandbox, or is it like you have one
No,
goal?
it's a sandbox. I would say. I would consider it a sandbox.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the map is fucking massive.
It is a sandbox?
There's this one region.
That's not how I took it. I thought it was.
There's this one region that I've been traveling through. Well, yeah, I've been working in, and like I'll take a helicopter and I'll fly straight across to the other corner of this region, and it'll take me like 20 minutes.
Damn.
You have no idea.
Just flying a helicopter. Yeah, so I'll just be fucking pushing, I guess it would be W on the keyboard to go forward. And, because I don't have a controller for it yet. But, yeah, I'll just be doing that.
You're
And then
right.
I'll convert over to the studio, and I'll be doing stuff in the studio, stuff like that while I'm flying across. But yeah, there's I don't remember how many different weapons. There's over 60 different weapons, highly customizable. I mean, you can get different camos and everything looks so realistic.
How's the storyline?
I've only completed like 2 missions because I get lost so easily. I get sidetracked. I'll be like, oh, look at that. There's an outpost or something, so I'll go try to take it over.
I'm actively curious about this. So you get in the game, and see, here's how I thought it went down. Is you know, I don't know, maybe you're part of this elite group. You go through like mission briefings, and then you go into the scenario that you're supposed to be in. But you're saying that you more get into like this map, and then they're like, okay, 4 clicks this way is
4 clicks.
I don't know. I don't know how they talk. I don't know. I thought they'd talk like me.
Who says that?
Again, I thought they'd talk like me.
Everything's
They'd be
metric
like, well,
because
down
it's
the
not
street
in
to
the
your
United
left, there's a bad guy. Or across the way from the old gas station, you got that bad guy.
Okay, so
But it's more like maybe a GTA kind of style.
I don't know if I'd put it in that. I don't know. Here, hold on one sec. Okay, so let's start off. I'll kind of give you like the layout of like what's going on. So the cartel has taken over Bolivia, the Santa Blanca cartel.
Yeah, I mean.
And there was an agent down there that was captured, tortured, interrogated, and killed. Well, I guess they didn't get any information out of him, or I don't know what the case was anyway. You're going after the main guy because they are now not just a narco group, but they're registered as a narco terrorist group.
And sex offender.
And sex offender, yes. Extremely, yeah, anyway. But, yeah.
Cody still wakes up at night screaming. I was just 4.
So, yeah, you have your group of guys. You got 4 elite soldiers that I guess 3 other elite soldiers that you're with. So a group of 4 people go down there to take down this cartel. And there's like you got to go get intel. That's how you get the missions. You're exploring the place, and next thing you know, you might get a little yellow, almost like little notepad kind of looking thing on your screen or on your mini map.
You're right.
And you want to go grab that because that'll give you some intel on.
Oh, so you get enough of those, and then it'll tell you like this.
But
is
you
where
have to
need
find
go.
this stuff. Yeah, and then it'll kind of give you like a mini.
Yeah.
It'll give you like a mini briefing of what you have to go do. Like, there's one mission that I have right now. I have to go steal this.
Woman's virginity.
Yeah. No, I have to go steal this guy's car because there's like something hidden in it somewhere. They're gonna disassemble it. I don't know the whole deal yet. I haven't done it yet, but. You have to steal this guy's car, take it back to this place so they can do whatever they need to do. Well, you got to go there, and this outpost has a ton of people, just a ton of people, and they got like stationary miniguns, all kinds of stuff like that, spotlights, all that stuff. And the cool thing about the game is that it has a whole night and day cycle. It makes it really interesting. And when it's night, I mean, it feels like it's night. It's cool as shit.
You're scared. You want your
So-
you want your nightlight.
Yeah, you want your nightlight. You're
Don't make
worried.
clown nose nightlight.
Now the downfall.
Now, and you choose like how you set up a mission, right? Like if you're breaking into
Yeah,
space to
I
get
mean,
the
you
car,
can-
you can be like just throwing drones in there, and then we're running like Rambo, or you can like, solid snake it, and
Yeah. You can go in guns blazing. You can decide, okay, I want one of my guys to go up here on top or on the side of this mountain to snipe from, and another guy go down here, another guy flank on this side, and then you're gonna go wherever, You can set it up that way, or you can sneak in there, play C4 for a diversion, and
then go from like the other side,
and then go from the other side and kind of drop people
that's
that
kinda
way
cool.
and blow everything up, all kinds of stuff like that. You can take vehicles in there. You can come in with a chopper with miniguns on it and start shooting everybody. Just circle that outpost, and there's so many different
just throw
options.
a little mini nuke in there.
Yeah, or you can steal.
Destroy Bolivia.
You can steal one of
And
their
do the whole world a
cars, and
favor.
you can steal one of their cars and just roll up into their outpost, and they have no idea, and they just roll out of that car in like the back or whatever, and just start destroying everything. Yeah, it's
So,
pretty
okay,
cool. It's
out of-
very tactical.
From
I
1
would
out
say.
of 10, so far, what would you give the game?
So far, I
Like-
would probably give it a probably a 9. So
Really?
far from what I've played, yeah.
So it's a must-buy kind of game.
I really enjoy it. For anybody that's interested in tactical games, and I guess you don't have to be so tactical. I mean, you like I said, you can go in guns blazing, or you can be silent. I mean, you can choose however you want to attack,
Gotcha.
however you want to do it. Yeah. I
Cody,
really
you got
enjoy it.
anything?
Yeah, Superman N64. No, not really. Although I will say that's one of the hardest fucking games ever.
It can't be as bad as like.
No, have you ever
Contra.
played it? Nah, it's
No.
worse than that. I promise you. Have you ever played it?
No.
Oh my god, it's so fucking hard. And it's not even hard because of like the gameplay. It's just how shitty the controls and everything's set up. Like literally the basic point of it is just to fly around like obstacles and stuff and get these like ring things.
Yeah.
It's not hard. It's just it's such a shitty design.
Like you're trying to move him left and he's just going down.
Yeah, pretty much. No,
Like why is Superman just jacking off in the corner?
no, I was gonna say the new Zelda game, Breath of the Wild.
On the
Oh yeah.
So good.
on the
Nintendo Switch. That's
Switch.
what I've been playing it on. So good.
I've heard really
My
good things.
It's
brother,
huge.
yeah, my
Who
brother
has
got
a
that.
Switch?
My buddy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like the Switch?
Yeah, I do.
'Cause I heard a lot of mixed things about the Switch, but I heard the new Zelda game is phenomenal.
I mean,
Yeah.
I like the Switch. What
Is
complaints?
it-
I have a
Like I've got. How big is the screen compared to my phone? I have about an iPhone 7 Plus.
It's about.
screen.
I mean, it's
Or
wider.
iPhone 6 Plus. I don't know.
the
it's
screen's
probably-
probably like.
I've heard
right?
it's smaller than most.
If you're holding it
tablets.
sideways, it's about this big.
Is it
and
really that
about
small?
like this big.
Yeah, I've heard it's smaller than most tablets. And
Yeah,
that was
it
a
is.
big complaint.
It is, but
I mean, I watched my brother play it for like 10 minutes. I thought it was cool though.
Yeah,
All
I've
the
heard
stuff that he
great
can do.
things.
He takes that thing out and he puts the the controller, the two halves on there.
Yeah.
It's playing on there. He's like, dude, check this out. Pulls those off of there, and he's using it now as like the Wii controller. I'm like, what
Yeah.
the hell? And then he goes, check this out now. He takes that tablet and he puts it right back on the dock, just drops it in there, and it's on the TV.
It's on the
Yeah,
TV.
it's
yeah.
pretty-
Like
dope.
that is insane.
But like the
Um,
game itself is incredible and it's huge. Like I heard from somebody that if you take and you lay it all out, all the regions and stuff, it's about the size of Tokyo.
Wow.
It's fucking huge, and I believe it.
Yeah, I've
Like,
heard. Like one of my buddies has been playing it for forever, and he's just like, dude, I put 8 to 10 hours in a day.
the gameplay is incredible. I really like it. I really like the puzzles too. They're
Love the
fun.
puzzle. Have you ever been a Zelda guy before?
Oh yeah.
See, I haven't
always
until
been a
like I would say
Zelda
this
guy.
last year I got into a Zelda game on the DS or something,
Which
and I was
one?
like, this is great. Oh, I can't remember what it was.
Like
You were there when
Majora's
I bought
Mask?
it.
Or did you get Ocarina of Time?
It was not. It was neither one of those.
Was it?
We were at Game On.
Yeah, you're right.
Here in Newton, and I
Can't
bought.
remember which one you got.
What system was it?
It's DS.
Yeah,
Oh, the
DS XL, I think.
You know what my other favorite
But it
Zelda
was really fun. I enjoyed the shit out of that game.
Another favorite Zelda game that I really liked. I really enjoyed Wind Waker.
Yeah,
Wind Waker was fucking awesome.
was.
If I wish I had more Nintendo stuff, like the capabilities to play Nintendo stuff.
Be able to sail out on the boat and all of a sudden, what was it? A giant squid
Yeah,
would just come out of the
Is there,
fucking water.
is
You
there
have
a
to battle
Zelda
that
game
shit.
on the Nintendo Wii?
Is there what?
What's that?
Is
Yeah.
there? Is it?
What?
A Zelda game on the Wii?
Yeah,
What's
Does
it
it actually
called?
have a Wii?
What's it called? I
It's
can't
this new one.
No, the Wii.
Wii, not the
Not the Switch.
Not the Wii U.
No, not the
just
Wii
the
U.
Wii, just the Wii.
No, when the
Oh.
Wii came out, there was a Zelda game that came out with the Wii.
Oh yeah, there was. I can't remember
I can't
which one
remember
that
what it's
was.
called.
I know what
I
I'm doing
didn't-
tomorrow.
But-
I've got a Wii. I've had it like shoved in the corner. I have to hook that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
that was more-
my Wii actually has like $300 worth of like old games on it too.
Really?
Oh shit.
Nice.
Yeah, because
That's
when I
cool.
first got it, I just started like buying all these old games.
That's fucking cool.
It's funny as shit.
Did you know the Breath of the
Wild?
Wind or Wild? Breath of the Wild was created a while back in a 2D version,
Hmm.
and then they slowly brought it into a 3D world and everything like that.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's just a strange fact. I was reading about it the other day, and I was like, "What the hell?"
I didn't
Yeah, but
know
they
that.
created it as a 2D, like on like if you played it on like a Game Boy or something like that. It was like that style, 2D and all that kind of stuff. I don't think they never released it. I don't believe, but
But they just
they
changed
evolved it
into a
over
3D.
time, and then finally it came out.
I actually prefer the
Switch.
Zelda games as a 2D, but I don't know. I've never played the 3D, so
I
can't say
yeah, I
that.
know. I enjoyed the 2D one. I loved all the Zelda games. Honestly, they're pretty, very yeah. I enjoyed it.
I've been playing Mass Effect Andromeda, and
Which I've really been wanting
if you want to
play.
talk about like a big game, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
holy shit, it's like galaxies big.
Yeah.
I think games in general are just getting so much larger.
But and I'll say like this is one of those games that like you start. For one, for anyone who's curious, you don't have to play the old ones to play this one.
Really?
Yeah, and
Wait,
if
really?
you played the third one, you know what happens at the end.
Right.
Yeah.
Everyone dies.
Yeah.
Depending on your
So is
Pretty
this
much.
maybe like one that's out of
But
place?
this is-
I don't.
This starts off kind of like you ever saw the movie Passengers. It's kind of like if they, it's 600 years in the future because they have to go into like a stasis for 600 years to get to Andromeda. They do make like notes about the old stuff, like the Geth. They'll talk about them every now and then, but they're more just like, oh, this is this ancient asshole race that
Yeah.
existed. But it's just massively huge. I mean,
Really? Does
Like,
it still have the same like space travel type stuff?
Mhm.
Is it nice?
except for, and I can't remember on the third one. Did you have like a rover kind of vehicle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, they have that. They've actually upgraded that a little bit.
Cool.
You spend a lot more time in the rover.
Is it easy
thing.
to drive?
Yeah.
Because the third one was hard as fuck.
Yeah, it was.
It-
hard as
it's really
shit.
easy to
I
drive.
caught myself driving off the edge quite often.
Yeah.
No, and I mean, and the storyline, as far as like the actual storyline, is really good, because you're like basically trying to find planets that you can revitalize and you can help, because basically humans came like 600 years to Andromeda, and the planet they were gonna use is just shit.
Oh, great.
So you're looking for places for like 3 million people to stay, and so you're going and you're trying to colonize. You're also trying to like talk with aliens, and like that much. The meaty balls of that is so big. And there again, I'm probably 20 hours in or whatever. I'm probably like at chapter 2 or 3.
Wow.
But I go deep. Like if I
Yeah.
get on a planet, I try to do everything.
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
everything,
that's
you
how I
know? So I'm sure I could be further
Okay, so
along.
if you weren't doing like the side stuff, just kind of sticking strictly to the,
I think you could probably level it out, maybe in 30 hours.
still a pretty good,
Yeah.
healthy game.
As far as I can tell. Like, but there again,
Yeah.
I'm really early on.
I've really been wanting to play it.
I would say it's like definitely a 9 out of 10.
What system
Kinda
do you
good.
have it on?
PS4.
PS4.
Yeah. But yeah, I really like it. So yeah, I would definitely say it's a must buy, and you don't have to be a person that loves RPGs or that loves Mass
So that
Effect
really
to
kind of
really
pisses
like
me
it.
off. Like it doesn't tie in at all for 3.
Like I said, it has some of like.
Because that was
It'll
one of the
touch-
things that they must have changed that then. Because when they were first starting to work on Andromeda, they said that it's going to kind of tie into 3, and answer some questions and stuff like that.
And it's still
maybe
mine.
it's further in.
It's
the
still
game.
mine. I'm
Okay,
not saying.
maybe.
I'm really early on into it, so.
But it's really cheap about the Mass Effect 3 ending because basically, unless you get like everything, it's hard to explain unless you've played the game. But unless you've pretty much gotten everything perfect, everybody dies.
Everyone dies, yeah.
But
And I also don't even remember what questions need to be answered from 3, so.
It almost.
That might
When
help
did
or
3,
not help.
when did 3 come out? It was a
long
while
time
ago.
Oh, like 6
See,
years
yeah,
ago.
I think I'd
I've
have to
forgotten
play
so much
3
about
again
it.
before.
And the thing is, like, 2, for me, I played it on 360, and so then I went to PS4 with this one. All my old shit didn't, of course, port over.
2012.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Yeah. So, there
I
might...
wonder if it would do
there
it
might
for
be a better-
Xbox One.
I'm sure it would. I'm sure, like, if you
Although
guys...
I'm about to get rid of mine, but.
Why?
If you had a different, like, setup, I'm sure it would be... It'd give you more. Because it definitely went through, like, a lot of setting up. Anyway, I'm just saying, this game's total buy. I would definitely get it. Moving on. Getting away from entertainment a little bit. Cody made a comment a long time ago. I wouldn't say a few months back. And he took a lot of shit over it. Basically saying that Trump's a Russian and he started sounding like Alex Jones there for a while to a
Yeah.
lot of people, where he's like, well, he's definitely Russian and they're running the America and blah 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 blah. As time has gone on, maybe Cody was onto something. Have you guys heard about a fella? Sorry. It was Trump's ex-campaign manager, guy named Paul Manafort.
Yeah.
Y'all heard of him, right?
Y'all heard
Y'all. And did you hear that he was paid $10 million a year by Putin
I did.
for, yeah, this came out like Friday,
Yeah.
for collusion.
What is collusion?
Collusion is like, basically like, making somebody look bad and being in on it, like helping,
Gotcha. So it's like blackmail, kind of.
pretty much. And collusion also, like, is being entwined with a different country.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But he basically, Putin was paying Manafort $10 million to make Hillary look bad.
Really?
Yeah.
And this came out.
This came out
They
Friday.
have proof of
we
it?
haven't really talked about it, like, as a whole yet.
That's
And I don't know
good question.
why.
They
Is it-
have proof of it.
Is there proof?
Yeah, they've got proof.
Really?
Yeah.
How much?
That's crazy. I mean, I wasn't doubting it, but.
No, I know.
Right, just
I just
before I
wanna
really
know
buy
if-
into it. But how much shit? And this is the reason that I asked if there was proof, because how much shit do we have to get proof on?
Well, here's an interesting kind of side note to that. As you make a good point, like, how much do we have to... But here's something that I found really interesting, and this is like a millennial thing. Because the millennials are obviously kind of the group that can do the most to make things happen right now.
Mm-hmm.
Only 30% of millennials think we should live in a democracy.
Really?
Is that crazy? Only 30%.
What do the others say we should live in?
They don't really specify. It's just, they're, that's
Huh.
that's really crazy.
Yeah.
In 1995, 1 in 16 people of that age believed that the military should run America.
Oh, yikes.
What?
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Now, 1 in 6 people
Oh my god.
of that age,
No.
the millennial age, thinks that the
Wait, what was the first number?
1 in 16.
1 in 16.
In
Now it's
1995.
1 in 6.
Now it's 1 in 6.
Do they not realize what that means if the military runs you? We're gonna turn out like the Oriental cultures.
Exactly. Well, and this is the last one. What percentage of millennials do you think believe that Trump should be able to override court decisions? Supreme Court decisions.
35?
I think it's higher than that.
What do you got?
I'm going to say 45.
70.
Whoa!
70%.
Whoa!
I was going to say 60 and I was like, there's no way.
Right? Yeah. I mean,
That's ridiculous.
where that comes from, I don't know. I have no idea.
That he should be able
It's
to
so-
overrule, just
A Supreme
overrule.
Court, just overrule a support.
I wonder where they do these surveys
Only
at.
30%.
Because I
believe-
bet that takes. I
but
bet that affects it a little bit. I wonder where they do these surveys.
and you know what I
You got a good point. I mean, the way I get most of them happen is they take a pocket from this area, a pocket from
Yeah.
this area, but
Right,
you know,
right, yeah.
all around
No,
America.
I understand that, but I wonder. I wonder if there's more pull towards.
Oh, I'm
you know
sure
what I
to
find-
I'm sure to
I
an
don't
extent, but it can't really mess with the numbers that bad.
You know what I
Yeah.
find really interesting about both of those though is that these are millennials that kind of like they don't want to be told what to do, so to speak. And
Do they or do they want to be told what to do?
I don't. I would argue they don't. They kind of want to be able to, because you always hear about people want to pave their own way, make their own path.
I don't feel
Stupid.
like a lot of them want to do that anymore.
And maybe that's why everybody wants somebody to have absolute power over them.
I mean,
both of
because
those.
they don't want people having free speech.
They want people to
Well-
make decisions for them.
I'm
Which is
starting to
stupid.
think that.
Which
like,
is stupid.
And I hate sounding like an old man, or how like you have younger people and you younger people, rah, rah, rah. But these numbers are crazy.
I fucking sound like an older man.
You do, yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
really.
yeah.
But like, I don't understand what you said about people making decisions for them. I don't. I don't want people making decisions for
No,
me.
I don't either.
I
Not
don't
at all.
understand. I don't know if it's a lack of knowledge or naivete or what it is, but they don't apparently understand that with both of those, if those were to come to fruition, the military, they would have no say in
No,
anything.
and they'd be serving.
Because they could just squish them with their thumb if they
Mhm.
wanted.
Yeah,
Like people accused Obama of doing with drones.
wish he would have.
Yeah. And then with Trump, like what if
The
what
gay-
if you want something done?
Yeah, or the gay agenda that the millennials seem to at least care about.
Right.
That would have been overturned in a second.
Right.
But I mean, you look, and again, we're not dismissing this whole the Russians paying Trump's campaign manager,
X.
ex-campaign manager. This is in line with that,
Yeah.
with the millennials, and why people don't give a shit about this. But I mean, you think about it, when I made a comment on Twitter making fun of Muslims, I was actually fearful. I'm like, man, I might take shit over this,
Yeah.
like a lot of shit. And that's wrong. It really is, because they are, and it's Muslim extremist and whatever, but the millennials won't actively be against Muslims.
Yeah.
But they're beating women, gays, all these horrible things, but you can't say anything bad about them.
Right.
You seem to almost have a respect for that. The Russians, they don't really seem to have a problem. I don't know.
Is it so much
It's
that they don't
weird.
have a problem with it, or do they not understand what's going on?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I mean, is it
wish
just
I
like
did.
the election where people didn't get involved? Like, if they'd have voted for Hillary, maybe this wouldn't have happened type deal? Where they just don't do anything about
They
it.
just
and
don't do anything. Yeah,
keep their head in the sand.
and I think that's well, Dave Chappelle had a great thing about the age of spin, which is
Yeah.
what he calls the millennial group.
By the way, if
with
you have
maybe
not seen that
18
yet.
to 30s, by the way, is what.
Yeah. If you have not seen the Dave Chappelle
God,
stand-up,
so
you
good.
have to.
Oh, so good.
Incredible.
But yeah, he says this group just doesn't care, and that might be a good point. Maybe they just don't care,
Which I don't understand,
and
because...
they put more stock into being nice to people than being righteous.
And see, I'm kind of like, well, fuck that.
I'm with you.
Like, honestly, I don't want somebody... the thing about democracy is the government is a necessary evil, and anarchy will never work.
No, never.
But I still, with democracy, you still have a say, and you're using your right of democracy to give it up for a more militaristic, damn near communistic empire. If Trump had the power to just overrule court
Everything,
hearings, it would be basically communism.
It would be. Yeah.
I mean, so you're giving up your freedom because you don't care?
And for like a false sense of security, or for what? I don't know.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, I understand that maybe with some decisions in life, you're like, I don't want to answer this myself. I want some input. I want somebody to answer it for me. Okay, but dude, having the president or the military over your entire life is not the route that you want to take.
No,
Not at all.
no, not at all.
I don't.
Even if Obama was in charge, I would say the exact same
Yeah,
thing.
no, exactly. And I guess I don't understand. I'm curious, which we may never know. I don't know if it's naivete or they just don't care or they don't. It's a lack of knowledge about what other countries are like because.
I think, and I think a good chunk of it is you hit the nail on the head. Is they just don't care.
Yeah.
They're not involved. And one thing, here's another story, kind of ties into all this. There's a group, and this is more, I think the cutoff was 28. But the starting point is like 14 on this one. And I read this article, and it's really interesting. And basically, it's having to do, and trust me, this does wrap around. This does. That the group of 14 to 28-year-olds spend most of their time with somebody. Like, they're constantly, like, their mind is being taken off of whatever's going on. How this all works out. And the whole thing is, like, we spend a third of our life sleeping, right? The other third of your life you spend working or school or something like that. Is this whole thing started off as the researcher and even the columnist was trying to figure out like what people do with that other third of their life. And people have always, like my age range, which I'm 34, like the people from 28 to 45 or whatever, have always had this, like, they would spend X amount of time doing this, X amount of time. But it broke up pretty evenly as far as, like, what you're doing on your free time, and it would wane certain, maybe you would watch movies more than you would read books, or you would do this more. But it was pretty much, broken down. And really, a lot of it was, how often are you doing these things alone? And it was pretty much like people in my age range tend to have more alone time, or at least half alone, But this younger group, they spend about 2% of their day alone.
Really?
A waking day alone.
Wow.
Yeah, most of it they either spend with a significant other, or with like parents or friends or something. And the whole research columnist, what they were trying to figure
So
out.
it is like they're dependent, so they want somebody to tell them.
Exactly, that was the
What
whole
to do.
thing that was wrapping up in, like, they just don't even know how to be alone or to think on their own anymore.
Yeah, I know how to.
To have their own thoughts. yeah. No. I just thought the whole thing was like really interesting. I'm like, oh man, that is kind of how it all ties in together. And no, yeah, you definitely know how to be alone. You're alone. You're alone right now. But I just thought that was really,
You guys
really
aren't
interesting.
actually here. It's my imagination.
He likes to feel not alone when he puts that wig on his right
What's
hand.
that?
Yeah.
Say that again?
What?
What'd you say?
I said you like to feel not alone when you put the wig on your right hand.
Yeah. That's the one time I feel like I'm with
Yeah,
somebody.
you like it, Sally.
Sometimes I switch wigs. Go from blonde to brunette,
Ooh.
I'm in the mood for a redhead. I'll get my foot out. But yeah, no, I just thought that was really interesting. It, like, 2% of their lives they spend alone.
That's crazy.
How do you even fucking be sane at
You
that
said
point?
from 14 to 28.
Mm-hmm. There's such a small group of people that, I mean, I think it was, obviously I guess you'd have to say like the 2% know how to like live alone or to have
14 years,
thought by themselves.
2% of that time you're spending alone.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
And
14
granted,
years.
that's 2% that isn't taken from the third that's sleeping and the third that's working or school.
Right.
So yeah.
But
Yeah. So yeah, it's crazy. I just couldn't believe that. And so yeah, I wonder how much that kind of aligns with these new millennials that don't even, like you were saying, they just don't care.
Yeah.
Because they don't have time to care, they don't think about it, they're too worried about being alone maybe. I don't know, or what that has to deal with what. The fact that kind of all aligns together wasn't something I planned to do at the beginning of this, but as we've been doing this, these stories kind of start to all actually align, which is weird.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys caught the new Time magazine that came out on Friday.
No.
The headline says, "Is Truth Dead?"
Okay.
And it has Trump on the cover because so many people use fake news, blah blah blah. And can we ever save that? Can we ever bring back the media? Most people have this like massive distrust for the media and for all that.
I'd argue probably, yeah.
You think at some
I do
point?
because, well, here's the thing. The media has always been biased, yes. But it seems like fake news has been a more occurring factor in the last year.
It's definitely a Trump thing.
That's what I was going to say. Specifically, like, when Trump came into the picture big time. And, I mean, not to sound like a typical Democrat, but I think it's because of him. I blame him for it. I do. And
No,
I have
so do I, so
problem
do
with
I.
that.
And
So-
and most of what he says is like lies and false anyway.
Which,
so
by, yeah, I
he
was gonna
covers
say,
that up by saying, "Oh, these people are lying." It's,
right,
you know,
yeah.
I just and I want the listeners, in fact, to think about this until our next show. Keep that. This is something I want the rest of us to think about too until our next show. Think about like, is truth dead? Is there something we can do about it?
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of something as a an exiting note. Before I completely leave, we're gonna do one more little segment. There again, we will touch back on the whole is truth dead thing on our next show. But I wanted to talk about vaping real quick. Is it something else that we noticed there's not a lot of people talking about and
Yeah.
bad outlet for? I just want to start off. Are we talking about Sick Boy? If you're not vaping Sick Boy, you should vape. It's worth it. Like every dime. It's premium. It's kind of expensive, but it is so good.
I would say Sick Boy and Tasty Waves, probably the top juices.
Yeah, I would buy
that you
those.
can get. Honestly.
It's about all I vape. Is, and so and my personal favorite from Sick Boy is the Filth. Love it.
The Filth is definitely.
It's like a vanilla milkshake with like a huckleberry finish, which I didn't know what a huckleberry was, but
Now you know.
like now I know. Yeah, it's fucking good. Is what it is.
Huckleberry, like, Tom Sawyer, like Rush.
Right.
At first.
That's Huck Finn.
What was
Oh,
it?
yeah. No, Huckleberry Finn.
Oh, I guess so. That's not how, like, us in the business, that's not how we call
Us
him.
in the business.
We just call him Huck Finn. The other thing I want to talk about real briefly, we are running out of time, so I'm trying to hurry. I got the Alien 220 mod. Big thing about how people are saying these things chip really bad, and they're flaky. So they're worse than, like, the RX 200. I read that everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I've
I've
heard some
also
of that,
heard
too.
these people, I kind of like look into like where they buy them and how much they buy them. Like, oh, I got it for $50.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
like
why.
you got it for $50 on an online store, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't get a real fucking mod, is your point.
No.
It was fake. Because these things are expensive.
I was gonna say, we both had RX 200s.
They're
chip
horrible.
Like a
They chip
motherfucker.
like motherfuckers. Yeah, and we got them from brick and mortar. This thing, which I have, dude, I've dropped it so many times. And my kid has kicked it off the table a couple of times. I've got a few scratches on mine, but again, they're well deserved.
Yeah.
If you've got a legit Smock Alien 220, you're not going to have that chipping and stuff.
And I don't think they understand, like, the RX 200, even if you don't, I never drop mine.
no.
I've dropped mine one time, but it's still, like, all the black on it is just kind of wearing off.
You can see like where you hold it.
Yeah, it's
Is
just
where it's
wearing
at.
off.
Yeah.
You know how many times I've dropped this thing?
How many?
I can't even count. I don't know. So many fucking times. Off the desk, working on the studio and stuff like
And you have
that.
the Sagale 213, right?
And yeah, I have the Sagale 213, and the only mark I have, and it is well deserved, is that one right there, and it's gouged into the metal. So I mean,
And
that
there
one
again-
was deserved. I
there
mean, it's
again,
not a
you
paint
bought-
chip.
You bought that at a brick and mortar
Yep.
where it was a legit.
Yep.
This is a real. This isn't a clone. It's the
And it's, I mean, it's, oh, there's another one, but that one, yeah, I mean, that's in the middle too. That's actually more of maybe a wear mark, I'd say.
Yeah,
I'd
I
say
got
that's
them
a
on the
wear
bottom
mark.
too. I mean,
But-
those happen.
I mean, Look at that thing. It almost looks brand new. Honestly.
So can I throw it across the room?
One of
Yeah,
the
I think it might hold up. Let me take my tank off.
my whole point is don't complain about stuff if you got a clone. If you bought it fake and it's not real,
Right.
don't fucking hurt these companies. And if you want a good product, I'm sorry, but you have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Like
Another thing-
you can't just expect to get $100 mod for $30. I mean,
Yeah.
it just, or even half of it. Because people got to make money. These things cost a certain amount of money. You want that money to be in the device you're using,
Yeah.
especially something that can blow up.
Right.
And I think that leads to your point, what you were going to talk about,
Yeah.
which is battery safety.
I also think that back to the whole paint chip deal, if people would take care of their mods a little bit better, I know there's people that don't clean it or anything, and I'm sure that has effect on it too.
I'm sure. And
But yeah, to the whole mod blowing up thing, if any of you guys are vapors out there, take care of your batteries. If the wrap is starting to come off, do not use them until they get rewrapped, or dispose of them properly. Make sure that they do not connect with. Don't put them in your pockets. If you
Never.
make sure you get a case for your extra batteries, because I mean they're extremely dangerous. I mean you can go on Google and you can. Watch out for it because some of the pictures are kind of disturbing, but you can get extremely bad burns and third degree.
The
I
thing
mean,
I
bad.
didn't know vaping this long was that if you had tears on the side of the side of the battery,
Yeah, any of those.
and
tears.
and they touch on a tear on another side of the battery, that can cause it to explode. I didn't know that. I thought it was only at the top.
No, yeah. If you have any tears, or even if you have a question on something, replace that battery, replace the wrap, whatever you need to do to keep yourself safe.
It's $2 in most places. It's cheap to get it replaced, to just wrap it, and then you're good again. you
Yeah.
know?
And another thing on the whole battery safety, make sure you're using batteries that can handle the coils that you're using. Make sure that they can handle the ohm, the resistance, everything like that. And make sure that it's not going over the recommended amp maximum of the battery, because that can cause your batteries to overheat and blow up.
Definitely. You can just Google any of that.
Yep. You
It's
can learn it
amazing
all
how many
online.
people in this day and age still have questions about stuff, and it's like, dude, you got every answer
Yeah.
in your hand.
Yep.
Like, if you just click off Facebook for 5 seconds and go to Google, you'll find the answer.
I was reading this post. Oh my god.
I want to know what my Uncle John thinks about molesting children. Well, we know, because he touched you. Cody, you got anything on vaping, or are you skipping this one out?
Not really. I mean, nothing more new to add.
Yeah, you've been taking a little bit of a break, which I get.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess that does it for us. We will see you guys hopefully later this week. We'll try to be more active. Some stuff's kind of came up, but for sure we'll be back next week. Try to drop those little pellets on you later.
Go.
Alright, take care guys. We love you.
Peace.